If you're thinking about buying or selling a condo in Tampa Bay, or you already own one, this video is for you. I'm Janina, your Tampa real estate bestie. Grab your cafecito and let's get into it. Big changes just dropped in Florida condo law. And full disclaimer, I am not an attorney. I do not give legal counsel. I'm just your friendly local realtor here in the Tampa Bay area. Governor Ron DeSantis just signed new legislation into effect today, July 1st, 2025, that is going to impact anyone wanting to buy or sell a condo in Florida or any current condo owners. Hopefully, this new legislation will help condo owners and give a little more transparency and accountability for the associations that manage these properties. But before I get into it, I wanted to give a little backstory on what triggered all of this. So this all started back in 2021 after the Surfside collapse in Miami-Dade, and Florida decided to enact strict laws that required condo associations to have milestone inspections for older buildings and full funding of their reserves. In order to meet these new requirements, condo associations had to raise their fees and in some cases issue special assessments. And unfortunately, this led to a huge hike in homeownership costs. While the goal was safety, the financial impact was huge, which led to a drop in condo sales across the state. Fast forward to today, July 1st, 2025. The new legislation is Florida's way of saying, let's find a better balance and hopefully give some transparency and accountability. And that's what we're unpacking today. Let's start with the money.
Show me the money! Jared, you better yell!
Back in 2022, Florida passed very strict laws. These condo associations had to scramble and make up for this money fast. Condo owners are the ones that felt the brunt of that cost. But this law that just passed, hopefully will be giving some breathing room, if you will, to condo owners. This new law now gives condo associations a 2-year pause in order to meet the requirements.
So they don't have to scramble as quickly for the money.
And they have time to actually plan for their budget. It also extends the deadline for those mandatory reserve studies by a full year. This gives associations more time to actually plan and assess what really needs to be fixed without having to scramble for the funds and start charging homeowners. Here's a big one. The threshold for reserves used to be $10,000. They just increased those reserves to $25,000. Hopefully, I don't know if this is going to lead to a decrease in your monthly HOA or your association fees. Only time will tell. But hopefully, it will stop the prices from increasing where they're at now. Let's talk about you, the condo owner. How does this impact you? So, the whole point of this law is to provide more accountability and transparency from these associations. So, if an association fails to follow one of the new Florida condo laws, the board members can now terminate their contract with that association. Also, if an association has their license revoked by the DBPR, they are now prohibited for 10 years from working in any sort of association or management capacity. Associations now have to disclose any sort of conflicts of interest, and when it comes time for repairs, they have to bid competitively to make sure they're not overpaying. So hopefully that cost savings will translate into savings for the condo owner. And they also have to start posting more documents and more information online so you as the condo owner have more access to records and documents. On top of that, associations can now send documents electronically and allow for meetings to be virtual. And finally, I'm not sure if this is going to be a good thing or not, time will tell. Associations now have to report to the state. So now the state can see or to have better oversight of building safety and see how these associations are being run. So hopefully this law will bring some or more transparency. While it's way too soon to see the effects of how this new legislation will play out, my hope is that it does make condo living in Florida more affordable, more convenient. That's the whole point of living in a condo is the convenience, right? And so again, it's way too early to tell. The law was just signed into place today, July 1st, 2025. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. We'll see how things pan out. I will be keeping up with it, so please stick around. That's all I have for you guys today. If you found this video helpful, please hit like and subscribe and leave me any comments of any topics or Tampa related, real estate related. I'd love to cover them for you. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.